Joining me now for my show today is Melanie. I'm so glad. Melanie Collette, who is a commissioner with the Cape May County, which is in southern New Jersey. So I'm glad you came up today, and I'm glad to have you. So let's talk about what Congressman Sessions said, just taking it down the road a little bit. So it is not easy. It is not easy to reorganize a bureaucracy which is entangled, as you know, no matter what level, with laws and work rules and government union contracts, et cetera, and then politics, because Democrats will fight every job to keep. So this has to be more of a long-term plan, though.
It does, and I liked what you said about the fact that it needs to be a long-term plan and it needs to be gradual. And what I'm hoping is that by having business people in charge of this, that what they'll do is approach it like a business, really assess which departments are really bloated. And there may be some departments that don't have enough help, like maybe, say, the immigration area. Yeah. Maybe that's an area where we might need more people to make the process a little faster, so that more people can come here legally, for example. So I think that was really good what you said, and I hope that they're going to approach it that way and not just go in kind of like a bulldozer, but more thoughtfully and making sure that they are assessing each department and seeing where there needs to be cuts and maybe where there needs to be enhancements.
Well, I think generally speaking, the public would love, well, people would like to see the bulldozer, but it just doesn't happen for a lot of reasons. And as long as they go through thoughtful ways of reducing, and that could be through attrition, could be some layoffs, buyouts, there's plenty of ways you can do it. But I would tell the American people, go into a federal budget, just kind of look at it. Each department, take one department, and you'll look at things, agencies, offices within these departments, you're like, we have that?
Exactly.
Stuffed with people.
And part of the problem is redundancy.
Yes.
And that the government doesn't really know what they have. It's kind of like budgeting. I find that people with a whole lot of money don't budget as well as people who have little money. And it's kind of similar with the government. They have a whole lot of people and they don't know what they have. So until you actually lay out a budget and see what money you have, the government needs to do the same thing. They need to look at the entire government and see all of what they have so that they can make the proper assessment. But the government just keeps building and repeating over and over again. And I think that's where the problem lies.
And eating and gobbling up everything
Indeed.
in its way.